thing. It's just gonna mess up the stream. Alright. Oh, yep, sad reality. Okay. Oh, jeez. Was I filming episodes? I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna do a few phones so I can repair on my broken equipment. There's one over there? Oh. This way. I might as well do the slaughter even though. So cool. Yeah, it's like 14,000 that I need. That's not safe. Once he turns it back. Wait, is this? Nope. Good. Hang on, check. Gotta be careful, don't go near that thing. I'm in one-shot territory for everything. See? Well, I was gonna need to do one more thing. Hi-yo. Takes 2 hits anyway, so might as well not bother buffing. But no, I have it, so let's see the stats here. Do I have the alloy thing on here? No. JAECice, the good one, replenishes significantly more and about twice as much as them. Man, that's scary. I hate it, man. Oh, they're on my souls. They're out here. Oh, yeah, over there, way over there. I wasn't way up there. Oh, come on, you're aggro, don't just... Come on, give me some good energy. You go put your pots. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, here comes more souls. Got a farm for my equipment and PvP stuff. In fact, if I can get enough, I might as well go to the Swamp of Sorrow. Oh, that's right. I don't have Swamp of Sorrow yet. I can make some game progress here. Pick up a Black Harness 90 Way. Maybe 2. Nice fast rapier. It's like you Dark Souls 3 and S-Stock was best stock before they nerfed it. S-Stock was griefing. It was the meta. Most effective tactic available. Then came the era of Curve Sword. And then crossbow. Oh my god! And then crossbow with free aiming, and then hyper armor mechanics and menu swapping with G9. The errors of Dark Souls 3 that I observed. And of course there was B-dubs hanging around as one of the best players of the whole game. And Castle. And Screams. And Basato. Who was the one that actually got me into PvP in these games in the first place? Oh! So they had left a comment on one of my PvE videos where I was using crystal soul spear, I think, and just testing my one-shot power, and just had something. So he started to something back. We started talking, and he said, and he was really like, geez, so humble about it. Like that's no big deal. But, I'm one of the top players in this game here on PC. Like, oh wow. Like, one day he got a hold of me and said, well, he's switching over to PS4 now. Not sure how much of a role I may have played in that or not, but Sato was also a very reserved guy. He didn't play with randoms. He took his reputation seriously. He only played in tournaments and live matches. But we had been talking long enough, so he trusted me and said, hey, I've been playing on the Xbone controller on my PC, and, I just, he didn't use claw grip either. He was just like, oh, this controller. So, how'd you like to get some matches in? Just don't put them online. Promise? And I said yes, and I didn't. Although I do have a few videos of me and him playing around, but it was so clearly, obviously not competitive. And then I watched him get all the way to the finals in his first tournament on PS4 in the B-Dubs Invitational. But we would I shut it down. Get in some arguments that were led to him blocking him. I blocked him, and we didn't talk for a while. But eventually we'd start again. And I was there when he beat Niviel. And I sparred with him. Oh my god, no. I had sparred with him a couple of times since then. Doing because I picked up on the new cross-treeing crossbow meta that was going on, and with rope black fire bombs, and, just creating that to, get that stacker off the X-ball and follow it through for a free hit. JAECice set up I never got this right, but combo or pseudo combo was like, I was just like, anything that one check follows another, I'll just call a combo, and that really irritated him. It's like, no, it's not a real. One has to go into the other one. There's like a separately different attack, are part of the same process. And I'd just be my typical ASCII self and be like, I don't see a difference. Same to me. And annoyed me for quite a while as we kept talking. So then I was there when he beat Niviel for the first time in a competition. I'm not sure if they ever played outside, but it was in Castle Sign Water Tournament. And I remember I had him in a voice chat for one of the few times I ever did. And he was sparring with me before he got Payment Phantoms to come spar with him to warm up. And I remember saying something in the chat room that was along the lines of, I think Painted had said something like, this dude got the passwords, what the? And the sound was just for me. It's like, oh yeah, I spar with him when the top players on the round that, you know, I get giveaway to see this. And he's like, oh cool, and Painted added me. And if you look today, proof, one of the all-time greatest players in the game added me as friend. Oh, whoa, what the hell? And now I have shamed and humiliated him. I never got him to try hard in this game. Oh, and of course, Asana taught me the fundamentals to the game, to PvP, before I was introduced to him. And then there was Kikatron. He met me in the Hollow Arena, and after our very first confrontation, he thought I was somebody else, thought I was playing on an alt, and he was a popular guy, knew everybody. He sparred a lot. He was admittedly not top tier himself, but he was what he lovingly referred to as a wannabe tryhard. But then I really wanted necessarily just not quite at that level. He had won a bronze match in at least one tournament. And he knew, and he had learned with and played with all the best players in the game from the US region. I mean, really all of them. From late second gen, early second gen, late first gen, to late third gen. And I pulled him back into the game at one point in the fourth gen even. He would give me the less frustrating sparring sessions. He would do 2-player brawls with me. Taught me all about aggression. Whereas Asano just taught me mostly about reaction rolling. Like, not like that, but like when you take a hit, it seems like it. You get the animation and the sound, but you were just timed right enough to, oh my god! And I appreciate all of them. That's why they both currently have me blocked. No, actually, not blocked. One of them. No, not blocked. It's out of the friends list. But that's not the only reason. I would get drunk sometimes and decide to just start ranting later. Because I was going through serious health problems and was a recluse, a shut-in, basically still am. And going through tons of problems now, but health isn't really one of them. But consequences of relapse into alcoholism. And the fact that, believe it or not, I am on an electronic tether right now. Waiting 4 seconds. Although two of them were quite clearly tacked on as I got an adjournment to debate, discuss, possibly taking it to trial, and OUID. At least I hope it's just to scare me into taking a deal. Because otherwise, I'm really going to get it. And this time, I've never been more serious, more committed as this time. My parents couldn't take it anymore. They finally showed to tears. And I so. So I've already begun the process of seeking help. Even though the field of mental health is horribly corrupt, oh my god, no. They call it academic psychiatrists taking fistfuls of money from the pharmaceutical companies, and they had if you read Robert Whitaker's Mad in America, they've had an entire history of being insecure regarding their status as not being considered among real doctors that have led them to all these. They're confined with the societal stigma of the mental illness. Just one generation after Max's, people who would be diagnosed with serious mental illness just be tortured, with whatever psychiatry could get society to give them the okay to do. And of course, because of the stigma, that meant it had to be medical, and it couldn't be something popular that they really liked. It had to be like nobody would be on disability for that unless they were, they gotta take drugs that literally shrink their brains and give them permanent involuntary movement disorders and type 2 diabetes and shorten their lifespan by 25 years. And it's just an atrocity. And I've gone in my life as a trauma survivor, because I was put through the gauntlet on those drugs as a child for what began as ADHD. But then when I got strung out on the stimulants, on the Ritalin, and then Adderall, instead of owning up to the mistakes I'd made with that and going, oh yeah, it's not an amphetamine, class of controlled substance, they just went, oh no, this just unmasked an underlying condition, and I became a statistic in what have been literally millions of cases of, oh well, now he has an affective disorder, and he's childhood bipolar, and then they put me on these drugs that, you know, rile me up during the day and then shut me down in the afternoon over and over and over and over, and I develop that way. I turn around and say, see, that's the illness. That's why you needed it in the first place. This is a freaking atrocity. And Robert Whitaker wrote on that after having come about it in a truly backdoor manner. He did no bias for or against, was really a believer in the conventional wisdom. In fact, one of the articles he wrote that had made him a finalist for a Pulitzer Prize wasn't that he was documenting what he considered at the time as abuses of psychiatry, and that they were withholding antipsychotic drugs, neuroleptic so-called antipsychotic drugs, from schizophrenia patients to see, the rates at which they became sicker and how severe. And it was like, would anybody do this to people who are on, take away insulin from a diabetic? Oh my God. So distracted to see how quickly they became sick again. But no, during his process of researching, he had come across some studies that just didn't fit with that conventional narrative. And meanwhile, he had met an advocate named David Oakes, who told him, well, good thing they kept off those drugs. Some of them may have done better and slipped out through the cracks and became a psychiatric survivor. And it was like, whoa, what do you mean? It's helping you so much that, you can live in the community now. He gave him a bit of an earful, and just enough to get him to look into the science. And he went with psychiatry's own science, deciding first and foremost, well, I've got to do this from a perspective of what does their own science have to say about the long-term outcomes for mental illness, and how does that compare to third world countries that use them on a minimal or no basis, and how does that compare to studies in the US, including some randomized studies that also compare groups to non-groups. And then, of course, all the corruption to be uncovered with all the kickbacks academics or psychiatrists were receiving from pharmaceutical companies, and how they were gaming the FDA's clinical trial system and had this big marketing machine and PR firm and everything. And now, of course, it ruined his student career as a journalist, and the atrocity marches on, and millions of children. It's just another aspect of humanity. People wonder if Nazis did what they did, and how they could live with themselves and who could do that. It's just, you get caught in a system and institutions where you have to, and it feels like it's just a bad situation, and you gotta try to make the best of it, but it's really an atrocity, and it just marches on and on and on.